Hi everyone, we know it's been a while, but welcome to our latest episode and slightly rebranded channel, Life Afloat.
And if you're new to the channel, here's a little recap of where we left off.
It's out already.
Just like that.
Life's been a bit hectic over the last 12 months, but we've got loads of footage to catch up on and share with you.
So if sailing, boat jobs and general life afloat is your thing, keep following and hit that subscribe button. We're still living on Takaza, our Etap 28i, and we also work at the marina, so we've definitely embraced our life afloat.
And in this episode, we're going to show you our first shakedown sail after all the work that we did in the boatyard. And if anyone's interested in rudder bearing replacement, sail drive removal and overhaul, check out our previous videos. So before the shakedown sail, I just wanted to show you a few cosmetic-y things that we've had done inside the boat since our last video. The first one, we've had our sofas done. So if you remember from our older videos, they were blue with pink stripes. They were the original Etap cushions and covers, and they were flat as a pancake and going a bit threadbare in places, but they were nearly 40 years old, so I think they actually did quite well. And we've also had done I've made this little carpet here for the saloon floor. So I just got an off-cut carpet, cut it to size, and then I took it to a local carpet shop to do the beading around the edge. So the next thing I want to show you is a little bit of a repair job I've done in the heads to the veneer. So I'll take you in, but it's going to be a little bit tight for filming. So we had a lot of damaged veneer just at the bottom here. I'll stick a picture on screen, just through decades of condensation and a little bit of damp down there. But as you can see, the rest of it is absolutely fine. It's in perfect condition. So what I did was pick as much of the old veneer off as I could, and I epoxied it to protect it and make sure no water ever gets in. And then I've got these plastic sheets which I cut to size and stuck on with some Sikaflex, and I've used a teak trim there, which I think looks really smart, just to finish it off. And I've continued the teak trim all the way around. And I've just mirrored it on the other side of the door as well, just so it looks good, just for symmetry really. There was a little bit of damage down here. When I say damage, it was more just discoloration of the veneer, but yeah, I think that looks quite good. The only thing that you might have noticed is I haven't put a vent on here, and that's because I'm holding out for a teak vent. I just can't find one anywhere. I've searched online everywhere I can't find one. So if you know of any places that do teak vents that I can order, can you just drop us a message in the comments? Otherwise, I think I'll just have to make do with a standard plastic vent. So the last thing I want to show you is a little job that I've started on our companionway stairs. So you'll see here there's a lot of water damage to the varnish through the years, rain and wet clothes, and it's starting to look a little bit tired now. So on the other side, I've done a test patch and I have sanded by hand, and it's actually coming up really nice. I'm not using a machine sander as the veneer is really thin and I don't want to damage it. And then once I've got it all sanded, I will re-varnish. Now, I did buy this product, Epiphan's High Gloss, which is a really good product, but it's just not right for this boat as it's just going to be too high gloss finish. So instead I'm going to use B&Q's own furniture varnish, and it's actually quick dry as well, and this gives the right finish to blend in with the other veneer. And I know it does a good job and it lasts because I've done the companionway stairs before. So I've actually re-veneered the companionway stairs a couple of years ago because it was a right mess, as you can see in these photos. And then I've stained it to blend it in and used that varnish. And as you can see, it's still looking really good and it is a perfect finish. So this is where we are today in Royal Quays Marina, and we're heading to Blyth, which is in Northumberland. So we're going to head onto the River Tyne, and we are 2 miles from the piers, which are here. And then once we've cleared the piers, we'll turn left and go up the coast. And we'll be going past St Mary's Island here, which has got a lighthouse on it. And we'll just continue going straight up the coast and head into Blyth Harbour, which is here. So once we've gone through the piers, we're staying at the Royal Northumberland Yacht Club, which is here. And it's nice and easy, and there's a nice long visitors pontoon, which we'll moor upon, and we're going to go for 2 nights. We left Royal Quays Marina about 6:30 p.m. and collected Gav in the lock after he'd finished work and headed out onto the River Tyne. So it's a lovely calm evening, maybe a bit too calm really. We've only got 4 to 6 knots of winds, gusting only about 7 or 8, and got a really flat sea. I think it's going to be a really slow sail. Not doing too bad really. We're doing about 3 to 4 knots, and that's with a little bit of tide against us as well. I'm sure this will get us there in time for Wetherspoons. So we've just radioed Blyth Harbour on channel 12 and there's no traffic, so Gav's bringing us through the piers and the Royal Northumberland Yacht Club is just on the left. It's now 8:45 p.m. What an amazing sunset. Woke up to a beautiful morning on the visitors pontoon. Only one other yacht behind us, flying its UK courtesy flag. I think it was from either the Netherlands or Germany. Water's so blue compared to the Tyne. Royal Northumberland Yacht Club is based in the South Harbour in Blyth, and it's known for its busy racing and cruising programmes. It even has its own rum shack. One of the things I love about it here is that the clubhouse and the facilities are located in this old lightship, which was built way back in 1879. The yacht club rescued her in 1952 from the breakers yard, and she became the house yacht, known as H.Y. Tyne. House Yacht Tyne was previously known as Light Vessel Number 50 and is now the oldest floating timber light vessel in Great Britain. She was originally stationed on the Seven Stones Reef off the Isle of Scilly before being moved along several places on the south coast and up to near Felixstowe. Inside, she's got a quirky, snug little bar, saloon, galley and dining area. And downstairs are the shower rooms. On the sail back home, we were greeted by this pod of dolphins just outside Blyth Piers. They were amazing and so nice to see. They were swimming and playing alongside the boat, and it's always difficult to get them on camera as they're just so fast. Here we're just arriving back at the port of Tyne and just getting ready to drop the sails to go through the piers. We're in the shipping lane now and staying well starboard of the channel to give this car transporter and tugs lots of space. Port of Tyne is the UK's second largest car export hub and handles around 600,000 vehicles a year.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help us out.
See you next time.